Hello everyone, hope you're all having a good day. I am back for another part of my large Temu order that I made. I hope you enjoyed the last part and to see what I got over Christmas and my birthday. We're going to carry on with more today. I think most of it is dies in this pile, and see what we've got. I will be showing more of the products after all the hauls are done, and showing what I make with each of the items. So let's get cracking. So first up I've got, oh, something stuck to me, this die, which is, let me do that, it's a, I think it's like a small tag and you can make it into like a little shaker, something like that. The thing is, I've ordered so many dies it's hard to remember, so I need to have a play with a lot of these, but you can see there that's got the kind of hanging hole over top, and that will fit over here. So yep, there's that one. Then we have some dies. Oh, been talking for too long. Some bow dies. So we've got this bow in several different sizes, and a couple of different styles, smaller. Then we've got some of the larger dies. I like this bow, and this one. That's pretty too, actually. I think they'd all look lovely. I'm assuming you can layer this one because of the way the holes sit. That's what it makes me think of. That's cute as well. So yeah, very nice. Again, useful to decorate all sorts of projects. It doesn't have to be Valentine's or anything in particular. I tried to pick some Valentine's bits and some bits I'll use through spring. Oh, she's at it again, honestly. Then I ordered a big roll of pink and gold twine, which is really cute. So yep, that's that one. I'm literally chucking rubbish on the floor because there's no room on my table. Then we have these, which are little hanging pearl dangles. There we go. Very cute. They're decent size as well. I was actually quite impressed. And you get a fair few in there. Leave that there so you can see the dies. Then we have this one. I believe this makes like a mesh style, you know those jelly shoes you used to get when you were young, kind of like that, but a bag version. It's what it reminds me of, because I think you cut two of these and then this will fold up, make the sides, and then you do the same again and you have the full thing. I believe that's what this is, as you can see. Very cute. That'd be nice to cut, like do it out of cardstock and then do it again in like a glitter cardstock and layer it, so it's nice and sturdy, but the glitter on the outside would look lovely. Does anyone else remember those jelly shoes? They were awful. At the time they were fantastic, but yeah, I don't quite know who thought of those, but then we have this die set. It's just a large rounded rectangle stitched, well, it's double stitched, nested dies. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 in there. So perfect for matting and layering, which is what I wanted. This is good for a card front as well, like kind of the matting and layering the panel. Then we have this. Oh, right, there was a lovely selection of notepads in different colours and it said one piece in there. All the colours were lovely. I'm sure this colour was not in that picture because I would not have ordered it. I like this colour, but not for what I wanted. This was going to be added to something, and I was going to make a booklet with this and a nice pen for a friend. The pen is the same, the pens were the same colour palette as the notepads, and the pen is really nice. So it came in like a nice grey with rose gold hardware, and this came. What? I'm not giving her this, so I'm gonna have to order another notepad in a different colour, and hopefully, I don't know, I know it's just a little present, but sometimes I wonder. Then we have these. These are absolutely tiny. I thought they were bigger. Again, I didn't check the sizes. It's my own fault. I'm sure I'm not the only one who forgets to do that sometimes. They are little Sanrio characters, but they are so small. I'm not sure what the heck I'm going to do with them. I'm thinking maybe, say those bows, the bow dies. Oh, words. The bow dies. I may be able to pop them in the centre of the bows as like a little detail. That might be nice. So there's My Melody. Who else is that? Is that Cinema Roll? There's the little yellow one. I don't know if you can really see. They're absolutely dinky, so we shall see how we use that. That again was my fault, I didn't check. Then we have these dies, the heart dies. Again, Valentine's in mind. Excuse the weird centerpieces they have in between. They obviously use like the waste bits of metal, but yes, there's lots of layering. And you can make, what I will probably do with this is make a shaker heart, because we've got the larger piece and the decorative front. So yeah, very cute. I don't think I've double ordered anything so far from what I can see, which is good, because sometimes I do that. I'll order it once and then 3 weeks later order it again, forgetting I already have it. Then we have this die, which is a flower flourish, I suppose. Very cute, very simple. I really liked it. I don't know. And the gap in the middle, I thought we could put like one of the nice gems or a heart or something cute in there. There is more gems and stuff in the pile of stuff I ordered, so if we didn't get to this part, you will see those elsewhere. Then we have this sequin mix, I suppose, in like a icy blue. Let me scooch some of this out so you can see. It's kind of wintry, but there's some bits in there that I would say are more spring, like these little flowers. Okay. See, these little guys are tiny. Very nice little mix. Again, just to go in shakers and things. I've got sequins, but sometimes I don't want to sit and work a mix out. Sometimes it's nice just to have one to pour straight in. I'm so sorry about my dog. She's basically, what's happened this last weekend, we're now on Tuesday. Over the weekend, she has glaucoma in one of her eyes. She's always had a problem with that eye since she was a younger dog, and she's now 14. She had issues with that eye for a long time. She probably in the last 6 months found out she's got glaucoma in it, so she's been on drops and meds and all sorts for it. They said it's fine. The last weekend, her eye probably tripled in size. The swelling was horrendous. It was hurting her. She was in pain. It was not fun. So we got an emergency vet appointment, and they said that she needs to have it out because it's causing her more trouble than it's worth. She can't see out of that eye anymore. So what are we saving it for? We're just putting her through discomfort for no reason. And they are slightly concerned as to why it started swelling, because it just happened for no reason, very severely. So the eye specialist just recommended we just take it out for her comfort. So that's what's happening tomorrow. So if I'm a little bit all over the place and you can hear her barking downstairs, that's why. She's not barking because she's in pain. She's barking because she now thinks that she needs to be carried around the house and I'm her personal servant since all this has happened. So I will be right back once I've attended to my royal dog. Okay, I'm back with the dog in question. Here she is, being a little pest. She's on my lap now because she's driving me mad. Okay. The pain meds have obviously kicked in and she's feeling sprightly now and has decided to just shout the house down. So, this is a small set of lights. Oh, careful. she's now falling. Stop, sit still. A small set of lights I wanted to put in my craft room. Nothing fancy. I can't remember what colour they are. It says multicolour, that's helpful. Just need 3 AA batteries, and they're on a little wire, so I'm not sure why we need that many batteries for a small set like this, but hey, let's crack on anyway. So yeah, so she's having eye problems and it's gonna be very expensive to have removed, but at the end of the day, she's my little pickle, and if she needs it done, she needs it done. Right, this may be one of the things I'm not impressed with. This was a, oh, I don't know, Valentine's themed charm set. It's not that great, I'm sorry. The only thing I'd say is Valentine's are, why is no a, okay, very weird. Very, very weird. Let me lift that up so you can see. Very strange set of charms. Yeah, that's going to go in the not getting those again pile, and may not even use these pile. Why would I say no on a, I don't, okay. Oh dear. So that's not recommended. Okay, then we have this die. So this is a what we call like a quilting die. It's not necessarily for quilting, it's to make cards that have like a quilted effect. So you could cut this out, this because it's one die, cut this out like 5 times in different colours, and then you can paper piece it all and make it look like a quilted design for a card front. And it's basically a whole card with the size that it is. Obviously you don't have to use the frame if you don't want to, you can take the pieces out separately, but if you wanted to, you could just use the whole thing. And that would be your card design done. So a nice easy option for that. And I thought this was nice for people that I know that are helping me with sewing and things like that. I thought they might like if I make them a card. It'd be nice to do it with something like this. So that one. Then we have, excuse my one hand, I'm holding on to the dog with the other one. She's now being a dead weight and wants to be on my lap apparently. This one is quite similar actually. It is a bit kind of quilty design, but it's like a honeycomb, I don't know. And you could paper piece this because all of these little sections cut out separately. You could, yeah, paper piece them in different colours. That could look quite vintage, kind of 70s in my head. Then we have this little flower die set. Oh, Annie, you're going to have to sit behind me, darling, because I can't hold you and do this. Okay, right. There we go. So we've got little flowers here, and then to cut out the outer as well, so you can layer them in as a middle centerpiece to pop on top. Then we have this die set. This is actually really cute. I saw this and was like, I like it. So you get 2 dies in this. One die cuts the numbers 0 through 8. Why is there not? Oh, the 6 is a 9. Okay, I see. I was very confused then. And then here is the it says happy birthday, and you've got your hearts, and there's one in the middle you can pop out as well. But then you can put the numbers, you can fit both numbers in here. So if they're like 25 or 8 or whatever, there's enough space to do that. And if there's not, you can pop this circle out to give you a bit more room. But yeah, really, really nice little die set. Perfect for kind of customizing a card with a certain age, because sometimes you go in shops and there isn't what you're looking for. I don't tend to buy cards since I make them, but I have family members that do, and them standing there for nearly an hour looking for a certain age is just tedious. Then we have some ribbon. Let me Okay, yeah. Up here is Christmas ribbon, but I really like it. Look, it's got little candy canes and like peppermint sweets on. Isn't that so pretty? I like the cream background as well. Nice flat little ribbon, nothing too bulky. Definitely using that next year. Definitely on some projects. Okay, I do have some Christmas stuff because obviously it's a lot cheaper now than it was. It was cheap anyway, but now it's extra cheap. This is hollow hearts in lots of nice neon colours. I can see that very well. So it's just the outline of hearts. Very, very pretty and shiny. Perfect for shakers again, Valentine shakers, anything like that. And we have this packet, which is full of those chain hoops. How do I explain? So these, and then you can put this back in here like that, and it makes a little key ring. Does that make sense? So like this. It's very hard to show. There, like that. And you put your little charm on it and then do it up, and yeah. So that's those. I think there's about 50 in there because I wanted to make some little key rings and charms for people. That's just empty. Then we've got some more dies. We've got some more flower dies. These ones here, they're quite like a sunflower kind of design. All the same. If people are like, why is there so many? You only need one. No, I don't. Because if there's one and I need 30 of these, I have to run that 30 times and I'm impatient. There's 10 here. I can run it 3 times and I've got all of them I need. See what I mean? So sometimes having a larger die with just the same in it is so easy. And if I cut it 3 times out of different colours, I can then mix and match. And yeah, definitely worth it if you like cutting flowers out and like layering them up and making them look cute. Don't just buy solo dies all the time because you'll be there forever. I do it sometimes, but when I need to do bulk, no. These are little photo mats, I think. They're tiny and they got little holes here to like hang, so you could do them like little buntings or something, if you wanted to. But yeah, they're really cute. I saw some projects with this being used, but when I start playing with them, I'll share that with you guys. So hopefully you can see what I had in mind. Then we've got another die. This one is a present die. In the photo it showed Christmas presents, but it doesn't have to be Christmas presents. So the idea of this is, you know, you can get those grid stencils and things with loads of different shaped squares, and it looks like kind of a sheet of postage stamps. It's similar to that. You can use different squares to put the ribbons across them, so like the squares are gifts. Does that make sense? So if you've got a square here, you'd have this bow across here, then you pick what bow you put on top and you're layering it so it looks like a present. And there's lots of little sprigs and flowers and bits in between as well. So lots to play with. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Obviously you've got the stars and things if you do want to, but it doesn't have to be. There's a little miniature tag there, florals, all sorts of things. So really, really nice die set. I think this will be fun to play with. If you can hear my dog moaning, she's whinging because she's on the chair behind me and I'm not paying her attention because I'm talking to you guys. So that will be fun to play with. I'm actually pleased with a lot of this. There's only been a couple of things that I'm like, oof. This is one die of a tag die, and what this does is this will all cut out, and the circle, this will cut here, and this will cut here, and then this will perforate. So you can put something inside it, pull this up, and it's like a window. Does that make sense? So you could write a little message in there, do a little picture, yeah, whatever. Just a cute little idea, something a bit more interactive. Annie, you're fine, darling. So yeah, my dog, she's just not very happy at the moment because she's not been feeling good, and, which I understand. I don't want her feeling poorly, but the whinging she's doing at the moment, if you can hear that, isn't because she's in pain. She's on painkillers at the moment. It's because she wants to be fussed, and I'm not fussing her because I'm doing this. Does anyone else's dog do that? The thing is though, she's been fussed so much recently because, well, more than normal. She's always fussed, but oh, these are silicone, weird. Okay, more than normal because she's I've just been so worried about her with all this stuff. What is that? Okay, I'm just laying these out so I can show you what's included, and then there's a little sticky tabs for putting them on the back. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 here. So we've got a little blue flower, we've got a little chocolate bar like that, it's very cute, little pineapple, a little green dog in a little rubber ring, luck, high, oh, can you see that? A little heart with a face, balloons and a ribbon, carrots. Is that a poo? Like, I don't understand. What is that? Oh, or is it a croissant? But why is it that colour? Okay, let me know what this is if you know what this is, because I'm confused. That will probably not be used. But apart from that, they're really nice. I'm not sure about silicone charms normally, but they're actually really thin and lightweight, and they've got nice detail on. So, okay, I'm happy with those. That's actually really cute. And the dots are small enough to actually go on the back. Perfect. Yeah, I like those. Happy. So let's pop those back in the little Ziploc. Again, I just thought these would be cute on little tags or packaging of charms and things like that. So that's that one. Then we have, oh, because this goes together. This is a stamp set and a die set that goes with it. That's a stamp and die set. This one says, you are awesome, love you, thank you, adore you, be you, for you, miss you, you make me smile. I think it's designed to be a Valentine's set, but I like the bold font, and a lot of these could be used for other stuff. Thank you, you're awesome. For you, missed you, haven't seen someone in a while, you make me smile. If you're trying to kind of cheer someone up, or just sending like a thank you card. Yeah, and this, then we have the die set to cut them out, and that lays right over and cuts all of it out, including the heart in the middle. So lovely. I'm always a bit wary buying stamps on Temu and AliExpress because they don't always stamp very well, because they're not always even on the side where the ink goes, whereas when it's done through proper manufacturers, normally that's made sure that's okay, but that isn't always the case because you're paying a lot less with these. So again, another die, a large die plate. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 flowers in different sizes, and then we've got the little spiky center if you want to put that in, but I would probably use a little gem or something of what I've shown you already. That's that one. Then we've got the little holographic star sequiny, I don't know, sequins little to go in shakers. I just thought they were pretty. They're not your normal kind of 5-point star, they've just got 4. But they're very, very sparkly, very nice. Then we have a couple more things. We've got a pack of, I think it's like little sequins. Oh, let me see. I just saw them and they look like something that could go in a shaker, but they are tiny. They did not look this small when I was ordering them, but again, that may be on me. Okay, can you see? They're very shiny, but I can't tell if they're like flat or, I'm not sure really. And there's not that many in there, to be fair. Undecided on that one. Okay, I'm going to need a lot of anti-static if I'm going to use those, because they're sticking to everything by the looks. Then we have this little set of flower dies. I was on a flower die binge, as you can see. So we've got a few different ones. We've got this one here. So these bits cut and you can kind of push them up to give more dimension to the flowers. And there's 8 on that. Then we have 2 plates here. There's 4 on one and 5 on the other. And they're like heart-shaped flowers. So you've got the larger and the smaller. You could layer those, I suppose, if you wanted to as well. And then we have this one. This is kind of almost a square style flower. There's 4 on one and 4 on the other in different sizes. We've got large and small. There we go. And that is it for the stack of haul products today. I will catch you in the next part. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you liked any of the stuff that you saw today, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.